Well, hello everybody. I hope everything's going good with everybody. I hope your banjo picking's been going good. And so anyway, I'm here to, this is lesson number 5. And you know what? Before we get started, because I'll forget if I don't do it now, remember your banjos. Remember to tune your banjos. Remember to be sure your banjos are in tune. I can't stress how important that is to get this ear development going. It's going to mean everything as far as picking the banjo goes. So I've got another roll, and I know another roll, but this is a necessary roll. You need to learn this roll. You really need to learn this roll. If you want to have a good sounding banjo arrangements and stuff, this is a really good roll to learn. Of course, along with the bum ditty and the little ping pong roll that I showed you there. So those are 2 rolls you've learned so far. Now this one here is an alternate. It's called an alternate 2-finger roll. So the reason why you need to learn this too is, now we're not done with Amazing Grace. Well, we're not done with it. I just wanted to get you that far. And what we're going to do is, I originally wasn't going to do this, but I thought about it and thought, it would break the monotony up a little bit. So we're going to learn the next lesson. We're going to learn a new hymn. It's a very popular hymn, and like Amazing Grace, many of you will already know the melody to this hymn. But we're not done with Amazing Grace. And the reason why I want you to learn this roll is because we're going to use this roll in Amazing Grace to give it more, more depth to it. It just sounds a lot better. But this is a roll you'll definitely need to know for the next hymn that we learn. It's a must. So let's get started. And remember, go slow, learn fast. So now, if you haven't gotten the other rolls down, all right, if you haven't gotten the little ping pong roll, the little back and forth thing, and you haven't gotten the bum ditty down, especially if you haven't gotten the bum ditty down, you do not want to progress to this roll, because you need to get the bum ditty down before you move this roll. At least be sure you have that one down. This is an exciting roll, though. You'll see. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me get this camera down here. Try to get it to where. Okay. Now, there again on these rolls, I always like starting on the 3rd string, because it's just kind of in the middle. So what this roll consists of, it's going to sound like this. Now I'll let you see what it sounds like whenever it's, you play. This is a roll that you'll play different speeds according to the hymn or song that you're playing. So that's the roll, but now that's not how you want to learn this, because that's too fast. We're going to go real slow. So this roll, let's start on the 3rd string. You're going to go, I'm not going to confuse things, but the bum ditty, when you did the bum ditty, you'd hit the 3rd string and then pull your thumb up here and go. All right, this time, and this is a good index learning exercise, but also another good thumb. All these rolls that we're doing to build up that thumb memory, index memory, this is what's going to make you a really good banjo player. And of course, some of you guys will take this further than I ever have. And many of you will become a lot better banjo players than myself over time. I'm sure of it. But anyway, so here's what this one's going to be. All right, we go, instead of going up here, we take our thumb, hit the third, first, fifth, first, third, first, fifth, first, third string, first string, fifth string, first string. Is what it should sound like, slow. Okay, after you get that down pretty good, now let's go to the second. Second, first, fifth, first. Second, first, fifth, first. So it would be sounds pretty nice, don't it? Okay, now let's go to the fourth. Once you get the third down and the second down, where you can do that, don't move to the second until you can do that on the third. And don't move to the fourth until you can do this on the second. All right, then we'll go to the fourth. 4, 1, 5, 1. 4, 1, 5, 1. And once you get that down, then walk the strings back and forth. And all this is about muscle memory. And you will eventually get this down to where you will not think about this roll. This hand will always be moving, doing those muscle memories. Wow. And we're going to start training. I want to be clear. We're going to start training this left hand. Just give it time. I just want you guys to learn a couple hymns, because anybody that picks a banjo up is going to get pretty bored if they can't learn to play something on it in a relatively decent amount of time, and or any instrument for that matter. But we're going to go back, and I'm going to teach slides, bends, hammer-ons, pull-offs. In case you don't know what those are other lessons. So anyway, let's stay the course here, or rather me stay the course, huh? Okay, so now you now don't try to play it that fast starting off, just go. And I'll tell you, with muscle memory, so you'll do this, okay? And it may seem really awkward when you do this, but your first day will seem really awkward. But like anything you learn, I don't know, there's maybe just like riding a bike. So the first day it feels really awkward. You get on it the second day, it feels just a teeny touch somewhat familiar. And then the third and fourth, and then as you progress, it keeps getting more and more familiar to where just like riding a bike, you jump on it, you take off, you don't even think about pedaling. You don't even think about steering it. You just know you want to go right, so you turn right. And that's what this basically is here. It's going to seem, all these rolls can seem really difficult at first, but trust me, if you'll go slow and go through them like I'm showing you, you will learn them fast. Now, whenever I say fast, for some people it might be one day. For others, it might be a week. And for others, it might be 2 weeks. And some can go beyond that. A lot of it is really going to depend on how much practice time you put in. You've got to practice. If you want to learn this is something you've got to devote some time to every day. If you're sitting in front of the TV or something like that, whatever you might be doing, if you're sitting outside on the porch or whatever, grab your banjo and go over these rolls. Just keep going over them. And now, I wouldn't watch TV while I'm trying to learn these rolls, but what I'm saying is as your muscle memory gets going to where maybe you can actually start thinking about other stuff, but you're still doing that roll. But for now, let's concentrate and everything. And you're better off not in front of the TV anyway, you know. But take and just concentrate. That's actually what this is all about too, for people who enjoy this sort of thing as their pastime, and instead of just sitting around and not doing much. So anyway, you got that? See what I'm saying about that roll and Amazing Grace? See, when I do Amazing Grace, I start off, now I threw a little extra note in there. I didn't show y'all on the video, but I thought I probably shouldn't. It might confuse you. But anyway, we'll get to that too eventually. But just like Amazing Grace, this roll I just showed you, listen to this, and then I'll follow it with a bum ditty. Okay, there's your alternate roll. Start. Right there, see? I didn't actually follow it with it. There was 2 notes before I actually did the bum ditty. Anyway, this video is about this roll. So you've got her down then, okay? You get this roll down. And then, like I said, we're not done with Amazing Grace, but the next lesson I do is going to be a walkthrough on another hymn. And then with those 2 hymns, well, let me pull this camera up. With those 2 hymns, we're going to build on them. That's where we'll do those 2 hymns, and that's where we're going to learn to do some slides, and we're going to incorporate. Now, this next hymn coming up, this is a roll that's necessary for this next hymn. And so whenever the next lesson, lesson number 6, will be that walkthrough on that. And then we're going to start going back to Amazing Grace and finish that one up, along with what you learn to do on Amazing Grace, you will apply it to this next hymn, and then we'll get it finished up. Well, then, like I said, we're going to start applying. I'm going to start teaching you some left hand, and I will have to come up with some good left hand exercises, or I've got some good left hand exercises. I'll start getting this hand going on the fretboard. But just like the next hymn, it sounds really good. Everybody knows it, but it's a really easy hymn to play, and so you'll enjoy it. But anyway, learn to do this roll and get her down pat, and we'll get to lesson number 6 real soon, Lord willing. And so God bless y'all, and thanks for viewing these videos, and so keep on picking.